بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This is Ahmed Al-Gheli teaching Mega Goal5. This is the second class for Unit 5. Do you really need it? The title of this unit is Do you really want it? Oh, need it, sorry. Do you really need it? Last time we talked about reading and listening, and we had 5 advertisements. But today we are going to talk about grammar this time. And after introducing the grammar rules, we will answer 4 questions. So the time is very limited today. Let's take a review for the exercise, for the examples here. Then we will go to exercises, because exercises will be shown with practice more than explaining. So adverb clauses. What are adverb clauses? Adverb clauses is called dependent clause. What's the meaning of dependent clause? Dependent clause is a clause that is not considered as a sentence because it depends on the other sentence that follows it or precedes it. So, like this example, say, because the shoes were not on sale. This is not a complete sentence. This is called adverb clause. We started with because, so the sentence is not complete. The complete sentence or the independent clause is the other one. I bought 2 pairs. Why did I buy 2 pairs of shoes? Because the shoes were on sale. So this is considered as an adverb clause, and this is considered as the main clause, or considered as the independent clause, as you see here. Adverb clause, independent clause. The other example, don't buy that dress. Why? Unless you really need it. Unless you really need it, this is called the adverb clause. You can start with the adverb clause as it happens here, or you can start with the independent clause as it happens here. But you need to notice that the independent clause is separated then from the main clause with a comma, as you see here. But here we didn't need the comma. If we exchange the places of these 2 sentences, like if we say, I bought 2 pairs because the shoes were on sale, we don't use the comma here. Be careful about punctuation because it is very important. Also here, there are some notes about using the adverb clause. When the adverb clause begins with a sentence, use the comma. Here, we mentioned it a while ago. So look at because of, since, and now. Okay, these that begins adverb clauses that give information about reasons. These adverbs give reasons, as you see here. They closed the store early since there were no customers. Why they closed? There were no customers. So this is a reason for that. Because because of must be followed by, this means the phrase here, because of, must be followed by a noun, as you see here, or noun phrase, either a noun or a noun phrase, more than one word. They went to the mall because of the sale. This is the noun, so the because of followed by a noun. Okay, in order to, and so that begin adverb clauses that give information about purpose. In order to must be followed with the base form of the verb. Should be followed by the base form, the infinitive. Okay, because there is to. The infinitive to should be preceding what? Infinitive. Advertisements use many techniques. In order to, look at the verb convince, came in the base form or the infinitive form. Clauses with so that usually include a model. A model like wouldn't. Here, I left my wallet at home so that I wouldn't be tempted to buy anything. Okay, this is the model verb. If, even if, in case, only if, and unless, these adverbs begin adverb clauses that give information about conditions. You know what conditions? these are means الشروط أو الشرط. I will write down my phone number in case you need it. Okay, so this is a condition. So in case I need it, I will write down my phone number. Use if. Okay, let's continue here. You said use if to show that the condition affects the result. Use if this. We use if the condition if to show the result. This is for result. Even if use if to show that the condition affects the result. We use if to show that the condition الشرط affects the result النتيجة. Use even if to show that it doesn't show the result, as we say here with the example, because always teaching explaining grammar is better with examples because they are clearer. Use the present tense with and if clause. And if clause. With the if clause we use the present tense, even if it refers to the future time. We won't go to the picnic if it rains. So that means we will not go if it rains. In case of if it rains, we will not go. But here we are going to the picnic even if it rains. So this is confirmed that we will go regardless of rain, if it rains or not. But here it's a conditional. The last one, wherever and everywhere, these are adverbs. Begin adverb clauses that give information about place. It gives information about the place, like we see here. He buys something wherever he goes. Wherever he goes, he buys something. So this sentence, begin adverb clauses that give information about the place. It gives information about the place. He buys something wherever he goes. Okay, the next example, or the last one, the advertisements were placed everywhere you could imagine. The advertisement were placed everywhere you could imagine. So this is adverb for places. Now the best thing is to go to examples or exercises. So we have 4 exercises. We will need to answer them very quickly because we are running of time. Number 1, this is the instruction. Always when you answer questions, you need to read the instruction. Match the main clause or main clauses and adverb clauses to form sentences. Use correct punctuation. We mentioned about that. We said that if you are separating the main clause from the dependent clause or the adverb clause, you need to use a comma. Okay, this is the most important thing about punctuation. They patented their new formula. Patented means registered it as a new invention for them. They patented their new formula so that no one else could use it. Okay, so the right answer is C, as you see here. Okay, that no one can use it. Number 2, she can't use that brand of makeup, which is matching number 2, D. Yes, because she is allergic to it. Allergic means حساسية, لديها حساسية from it. Number 3, even if you are in perfect health, what happens? If, okay, that's right, you should have an annual checkup. Number 4, I shop, يعني means I اشتري أو أتسوق when, what's the right adverb clause? E. Here, where I can get the best prices. So you can use this sentence in the beginning, but in this case, if you use the adverb clause, you will need to follow it by using a comma. I will come to the picnic tomorrow, only if I finish my paper tonight. Okay, so no need for a comma, as you see here. Number 6, since I started exercising, okay, here we use the comma. Why? Because we separating the independent, the dependent clause from the independent clause. Okay, so since I started exercising, I feel so much more energetic. Okay, let's move to the next one. Very good. Now, Exercise B, complete the paragraph with the sentence adverbs from the box. Sometimes more than one answer is possible. Maybe you can use more than one answer. Like because of, we start the adverb clause. Even if, in order to, now that, since, so that, unless, and, wherever. You can use more than one. It's up to you. So let's get all the answers. I'll give you a call while we are hiking, unless I can't get a signal on my cell phone. Number 1, it rains tomorrow, the parade will still happen. Okay, that means even if it rains tomorrow, or unless it rains tomorrow, can be used one of them, no problem. You can use one of them. You say even if or unless it rains tomorrow, the parade will be happen. The parade that when march, when some people passing by, or military, or like in festivals of these things. Number 2, it is important to wear your seat belt so that you don't get hurt in an accident. So we use here so that. Number 3, people vote. Why do people vote? In order to have an impact on their government. Okay. Number 4, the football game had to be cancelled. Why? Because of the heat. Or we can say because of the heat, the football game had to be cancelled. But in this case, we put a comma as we mentioned a while ago. Number 5, wherever he goes, you see comma here, because this is the independent clause. The dependent clause, the adverb clause. His little brother follows him. So it means his little brother follows him wherever he goes. Number 6, because, since, now that, we can use one of these 3, no problem. He is working in a prestigious law firm. Firm means a company. He wears sophisticated clothes. Okay, because he wears in a prestigious firm, he uses sophisticated clothes, means official or more modern maybe, or something like that. Okay, number 3, combine each pair of sentences using appropriate word or phrase in parentheses. As here, you can use one of these. Okay, let's get the answer. We are going to use a map. We have no idea how to get there. So we have 2 sentences. We need to make them one sentence using one of these. So here, more suitable to use since. You cannot use so that here. Since we have no idea how to get there, we are going to use a map. Number 2, a new leader has been elected, has been chosen as a leader. Things are starting to change. Now that a new leader has been elected, things are starting to be or to change. So we use know that. Number 3, you get the flu shot. You can still get the flu. Even if or in order to, which is better? It's better to use even if. So we say even if you get the flu shot, you can still get the flu. Okay. Number 4, and the last one. She takes her electronic dictionary with her. She takes it to each place she goes. Use unless or wherever. No, here we use which better? Use she takes the electronic dictionary with her wherever she goes. And everywhere she goes, she uses her electronic dictionary. Okay. Now the last exercise is exercise C. Or yes, no, still we have number 5, 4, 6, and 7. Let's answer them very quickly. Okay, you can see the answers here, and we are running of time. Let's go to the last exercise, exercise D. Okay, because it is very good exercise. It's about expressing yourself and imagining something and writing it here. Like you complete the sentence from your own ideas. So I like these kinds of questions because it's free for you to write whatever you like. Here, complete the sentence with your own. Let's take the examples. Now that I have more time, I will read more books. Now that I have more times. Okay. Number 2, global warming will continue unless what? People begin taking better care of the planet. If they care about the planet, the global warming will stop. Global warming means الاحتباس الحراري. Number 3, if I found my best friend's journal, what will happen? I would not read it. So this is a secret, this is a private, so I will not read his journal. In case you need help, what will happen? Take a phone with you in case you need help or you need help. Number 5, wherever you go these days, what will happen? Okay, look here, this is the adverb clause, so followed by a comma to separate it from the main clause or from the independent clause. Wherever you go these days, people are talking on the phone. Okay, so this is a good complete for this sentence. Last one, number 6, unless you have a passport, you will not be allowed to cross the border, الحدود. That means if you don't have a passport, you will not pass the borders, you will not go abroad. Okay, this is our class today about grammar. Goodbye and see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.